for me, when somebody compliments me on my work, I immediately go to that ego's in my mind saying, shit, now you got to do the same work you did right now the next time. And that expectations, it builds.
Yeah.
Especially if you've been doing this work a while and people start to know who you are. And for me, it's just like that. That's always in the back of my mind. Now I have to do equal or better on the next reading. And that's kind of where I've had to just kind of force myself to just think. It's like you sit down, you do the best job you can. And we've talked about this before with mediumship. It's not like we're having a conversation with a person. It's not like that at all. So again, we're taking that energy and translating it the best we can into physical language. This comes into play with mediums that are good at, say, names, right? I know a few mediums that can drop names left and right. And I recall in a class early on talking about that with one of the teachers. And he said, that's a double-edged sword. And there's a lot of them with this word, but names specifically, because he put it this way. It's like, say you are really, really good at names. So people come to expect that you get names every time and they're accurate. What happens that one time when you're not good at names? And people are like, well, I must have a bad night or it must be off. So again, if you're good at one thing, people expect that. And then when you're not, they may think, okay, he's not as good as I heard he was or she was. And again, it's just that expectation. So again, for me, it's always been that fear of, I better do well. People are talking about me. Someone referred a client to me.
Yeah.
That's what's going on in my mind is like, oh no, now I got to live up to that expectation of whatever that person said. So again, that's a very brief thing, but that's kind of what was going through my mind today is kind of, again, setting the correct expectation when anybody comes in for a reading. Yes, it's nice to have a good reputation, but again, I think it's just important to come in with it, just a open mind, because we have no idea what is going to happen during your session. Again, we're just the voice box for the people on the other side. We can only talk about what we're aware of.